Welcome, Age of Vintage Society. Helen Mirren is a distinguished actress, an unmistakable TV personality, and a tripartite award-winning achiever, a model with too many accolades, whose excellent career is widely recognised in American and British soils. Helen Mirren is one woman that has inspired and will continue to be a source of inspiration to many, especially in the movie world, although everything about her social life may not be as easy as you think. Why Helen Mirren is still the sexiest woman alive. Make sure to watch the video until the end and leave your thoughts in the comments. If you are new here, join our wonderful community by subscribing to the Age of Vintage channel. Helen Mirren is a serial achiever, an actress with too many achievements, described as a queen actor, and said to have risen to fame through hard work, love and unrelenting effort. She has won several awards and is highly celebrated for her film roles and TV contributions as displayed in Prime Suspect, Shadow Boxer and Elizabeth I, among others. A woman so blessed with abundance, Mirren is a British-born actress who began a successful career in stage performances before venturing into the films in the 1960s. She is highly skilled and can be dynamic in roles and performances, as observed in most of her appearances in films, and reputable TV personality. Starring in several movies, Mirren is often mentioned for her exceptional roles in Calendar Girls, Caligula, Excalibur, The Last Station, and most importantly her lead role in the series known as The Prime Suspect. Her remarkable performance in Queen Elizabeth I and II in particular saw her winning an Oscar. Mirren, who discovered her passion for theatre as early as 13 years, is not just successful as an English actress. She is recognised as the only performer that has been excellently crowned in acting both in the United States and the United Kingdom. Already she has been showered with the following awards. Won the Academy Award and British Academy Film Award. Also to her credit are Tony Award and the Laurence Olivier Award. Helen has also been recognised by 3 unique British Academy Television Awards, especially for her recital as DCI Jane Tennyson in the Prime Suspect series. As if that were not enough, she is also 4 times Primetime Emmy Awards winner, with 2 being from her Prime Suspect performance. Her scintillating concert at the National Youth Theatre in 1965 as Cleopatra opened her up for inevitable career exploit as she became part of the Royal Shakespeare Company, and subsequently made her West End theatre entrance in 1975. A fit that later made her an icon in both movie and television impressions. Notable among her numerous career heroic acts is winning 3 successive British Academy Television Awards for Best Actress, in 1992, 93 and 94. Her admirers are highly impressed by her display as Queen Elizabeth I in Elizabeth I TV series and as Queen Elizabeth II in the movie titled The Queen, making her the first and only actor to achieve such a fit on screen. It subsequently earned her a place as an A-list actress. But that may not be all about this extraordinary model. Apart from her career successes, she has also kept a clean slate in the social circle, despite being hunted by lovers, fans and well-wishers for being so attractive and empowering. Mirren is happily married to Taylor Hackford, in a union that has intentionally not provided any biological child, although she was quoted to have said that she did not want to be married at her young age. Before this time, she had also been in a beautiful relationship with Liam Neeson, an Oscar-nominated actor. She did describe the relationship as mutually exclusive in their love for each other, but commenting on why the relationship ended in a recent interview, she had admitted that it became difficult for him to remain under her shadow at the time, adding that Liam himself knew that it was time to move. The almost half a decade of togetherness may have ended painfully, but it left both happy thereafter. By July 26, 2022, this iconic pacesetter will be 77 years old. Described recently by an online publication as a model woman actor, she holds dual citizenship as a British and American citizen. While she continues to receive her honours as a noble personality, she has continued to inspire many, especially those still hoping for on-screen greatness. Recall that Mirren was in 2003 made a Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire, DBE, UK female equivalent of a knight, in recognition of her contribution to drama. Dame Helen Lydia Mirren, DBE, was born on the 26th of July 1945 in the Hammersmith district of London to an English mother and a Russian father. She is the second in line of 3 children, quoted to have likened her childhood to be very anti-monarchist, perhaps because when she was 9 her father legally changed family identity with a change of the family surname, or something else. It was said that for an obvious reason her father changed his surname from Mironov to Mirren. Grew up in Leigh-on-Sea, Essex, and attended Hamlet Court Primary School in Westcliff-on-Sea and St Bernard's Girls' High School in Southend-on-Sea, where she got a principal role in the school productions. This is because she has strongly participated in drama-related activities. Her initial interest in the theatre, which dates as early as the age of 13, possibly after her outing in Hamlet, did not agree with what her parents had in mind for her, as they attempted to crush that dream by sending her to the Catholic convent school. But like they say, every dream has a way of manifesting, and so when the opportunity came, she was ready for it. The information available shows that it was an English teacher at St Bernard's Girls' High School that hinted about the opportunity at the National Youth Theatre, where she attended an audition for the cast and would be accommodated as she turned 18. But with pressure from her mother, she found herself in a London teaching college, for what may be described as a better profession in her mother's opinion. But after featuring as Cleopatra in 1965's Antony and Cleopatra production of NYT, her presentation as the Egyptian leader gave her out as a future talent, as she got herself an agent and a membership of the Royal Shakespeare Company. At this point in her career, and being so beautifully endowed, she was used in sexually exciting roles as seen in her presentation at the Revenger's Tragedy, Troilus and Cressida, and in the 1974 Trevor Nunn Macbeth production that she acted as Castiza, Cressida and Lady Macbeth respectively. This was followed by other interesting roles that added together to earn her the Sex Queen of Stratford tag, even though she never liked it. Mirren's wonderful film career is like an improvement on her stage shows, but when she featured in Caligula in 1980 alongside Malcolm McDowell and Peter O'Toole, the film became so controversial for its vulgar violence and obvious sensual acts that it earned an X rating, and was heavily criticised but was re-released with an R rating a year later after lots of adjustments in the scenes. Mirren did better in gangster films as seen in The Long Good Friday in 1979 and other performances that followed like The Excalibur. It was not until 1985 cast in White Nights that she felt Taylor Hackford, who later became her husband. Thus, after working with him as the film director, they had initiated dating off the set. That would not be everything about her, as Mirren's TV role in 1992 marked another breakthrough, starring as Detective Inspector Jane Tennyson in the TV mystery series known as Prime Suspect. She was publicly voted as the best. With her name already written in medals and more accolades still coming in, Helen Mirren reached distinction and affluence that climaxed when she was in her mid-40s, the period she earned the A-list status. Commenting on this, she was quoted as saying, "I wanted fame when I was 22. I had a certain kind of success in Britain, but the kind of international success I got didn't come until after 40, as reported in 2017. Perhaps like every other successful woman that history has recorded, she wanted something more than awards, something with some desired eternal values. It is also through that private relationship, loving and romance would play a major role in this aspect of everyone's life, even as many still believe that it comes on its own over time. And so, when Helen met movie director Taylor Hackford after that innovative role in the 1980s film The Long Good Friday, and subsequently got tested by him again in the movie White Nights, little did they know where the pendulum was heading, as the duo had to date for 10 years before legally tying the knot in 1997. At the time, she was already 41 years of age. Although several suitors have always come and gone, Hackford appeared to be the chosen one, despite himself failing in 2 marriages prior to their union. How are they faring in the marriage? They had at different times described one another as the love of their lives. In her view, in 2016, while responding to the late marriage issue, she had expressed pleasure as she noted that the benefit of getting a partner later is that you recognise it as such, adding that she is glad to have delayed it for her person. "I feel particularly grateful that I'm in a happy marriage," she had said. Before her marriage, she had been in a few relationships, including one with Liam Neeson. The two actors, who are both British citizens, also met on the set in 1981 adventure film known as Excalibur. Then it was Neeson's pioneer film appearance. The affection may have been mutual, as he quickly fell for the actress severely after watching her exciting stage performances. Neeson, who once described her as an extraordinary human being because of her beauty, was so pleased and equally favoured to have her around himself. The two got along fine both as friends and colleagues, without any bitterness or genuine concern. When they were featured in the same episode of The Graham Norton Show sometime in 2018, it was time to remember their past romance, even as Mirren recalled a camping outing she had with Neeson. "I like camping with Liam Neeson," she said, recalling the memorable experiences. Mirren also made some sacrifices in that relationship as she tried to pull beginner Neeson under her wing. She did not just encourage him to come and reside with her in London, she helped him get an agent. Regardless of her effort, Neeson didn't quite fit into jobs at the time. She buttressed this point in an interview some time ago that she concluded thus: "It was difficult for him to be under my shadow. I was well known. I had the money. That would soon change. It was time for him to come out from under my wing. When it ended, it was difficult to let go, but both came out of it better," according to Mirren. Mirren may have had some other romantic affairs in the course of her journey to stardom, including one with Peter O'Toole. It was rumoured that it appeared that the two got things going somehow after their role in that infamous Caligula film production. There were tales of the two unwinding in each other's comfort. But the said affair may have started secretly and ended the same way, with little or nothing much about that. When Mirren got united with her husband, Taylor Hackford, they both agreed on her initial plan not to have kids, even though her lover already had 2 kids that would be her stepchildren from his initial marriage. This decision, she had repeatedly said, was not made out of hatred for kids or the likes, but something she felt at the time wasn't necessary, considering also her enormous desire to be her best in her career. Staying childless at the period was one of the magic that she did that later saw her rise to fame at the speed she did. Commenting on that, as reported in an online publication, she noted, "It's not that I don't love children, they are funny and I just love them. I never wanted to have them. I thought maybe I should, but I never convinced myself." Was it really a decision she has not regretted? While she agreed that she never regretted that decision, she did acknowledge having a 20 minutes regret about the fact that she will not experience motherhood. Thus, after viewing the Parenthood production, in her words, "I sobbed for about 20 minutes, and later got over that," adding that the movie made her feel as though parenting was an important part of humanity. Helen Mirren is such an icon, and her legacy is what many will continue to cherish career-wise, personal beauty, and her meaningful contribution to humanity. She has also been tirelessly working towards supporting renowned senior female actors. Although we were told that she said in an interview that she is an atheist, she has also maintained that she is a spiritual fellow who much believes in the fairies and the leprechauns. A few other things that would interest you about this famous lady is the fact that she was opportune to appear in the Harry Potter franchise. As a celebrity and a role model, she has become a symbol of British cultural figures, with a lifestyle that is cherished by millions of fans globally. No wonder in 2010 she got attributed by Esquire as Sexiest Woman Alive. There are also several reports of how notable celebs got hypnotised by her dazzling feminine beauty and elegance. The likes of 50 Cent, James Marsden, Ryan Reynolds and Paul Rudd were at different times reported to have stood perplexed in adoration of her beauty, just because they happened to be in the same room with her. The news is still fresh of how she was among the new models for Marks & Spencer's Womanism campaign, which was secondly referred to as Britain's Leading Ladies in 2013. The event has British women from all walks of life, like popular singer Ellie Goulding, twice boxing Olympic gold medalist Nicola Adams, and the famous writer Monica Ali. Did The Guardian also add her among the 50 best dressed over 50 in that year? You will agree with me that Helen Mirren indeed is one woman with too many accomplishments. Women like Helen Mirren can achieve an eternal youthfulness with their charismatic personalities. Anne Bancroft is the same. How she became Hollywood's ultimate seductress? Let's find out from this video.